Hello, welcome back friend. In this video we are going to solve a problem on sphere. Sometimes it also called as roller and sometimes also called as cylinder. Okay, and it is also an important topic, and these problems can be solved by making use of Leibniz theorem. So in this video I am going to show you how to take a reactions and how to draw the free body diagram for such cases. Okay, for a sphere. Look at here. They have given a statement. First, let us try to read the statement. Then I will show you how to apply the Leibniz theorem for such kind of a problems. Here the statement is given: a sphere weighing 100 Newton. The weight of the sphere is 100 Newton, and it is fitted in a right-angled notch. Okay, it is a right-angle notch. Okay, in which a sphere is fitted. Okay, as shown in figure. If all contact surfaces are smooth, determine the reaction of the contact surfaces. Now look at this figure. I will zoom it out. Now in this sphere we have two planes which are making an angle 60 and 30. In between a sphere is placed. Now weight is 100 Newton, is as given in the question itself. So here you need to understand one thing before to draw the free body diagram. Now question asks is we need to calculate the reaction at a contact surfaces. Now can you, by looking at the figure, can you tell me how many number of points this sphere will come in contact with this two plane? Obviously we can say only two that I have marked already here, A and B, because this plane will act as a tangent to the sphere drawn. And when we draw a tangent to a sphere or a circle, it meets at a single point. That the point is a contact point here in our case. So these planes are act as a tangent. So here we have two contact points, A and B. So there will be two reactions. Wherever the sphere come in contact with the plane or between two spheres, there will have their reaction exerts, and that we supposed to calculate. Let us try to do that. Now the thing is that this plane is making an angle 60. So here our reaction will be perpendicular to this. Always reaction will be perpendicular to the plane on which it is acting. For this case, this plane is making an angle 60. So this reaction will be perpendicular to this plane. Okay, irrespective of the angle made by the plane. So please keep in mind that always the reaction will be perpendicular to the plane on which the reaction is acting. In this case, the reaction is acting on this plane, so it will be perpendicular to that. So I mean to say this angle will be 90. Is it clear? Now look at here. This is our plane. This angle is 60. As I told, our reaction will be perpendicular to this. So this angle will be 90. So let's say it is reaction A. Okay. Now I have made a triangle here. If this is 60, if this is 90, in this triangle, what is the angle left? This is 30 degree. Am I right? Okay. Similarly, in this side we have a plane. This angle is 30. Project this line up, and here we'll be having a reaction which is RB. This angle will be 90. Okay. If this is 90 plus 30 is 120. Okay, this triangle, the angle made by a triangle is 180. Already is 120, so this angle will be 60 degree. Is it clear? Okay, this is how we need to calculate the angle made by the reactions. I will show you how to draw the free body diagram now. First, draw the sphere. Take a small sphere. Okay, it's a sphere. This sphere I have taken here. Now I'm showing how to draw the free body diagram. First, we have to draw the sphere, and let us try to show the forces acting on it. Now self weight, always weight will be act vertically down due to gravity. 100 Newton is given. It is a weight. Okay, here they have shown 100 Newton, which is a weight which is acting vertically down. Okay, fine. Then we have this contact point A. At this point A, here we have a reaction which is RA. What is the angle made by RA? Which is 30 degree with respect to X. So this angle will be 30 degree with respect to X. Now similarly, at B we have one more reaction which is RB. and the angle made by RB is 60 degree with respect to X. So totally we have three forces acting on this sphere. Now let us try to apply the Lemaire's theorem. By this diagram we can apply Lemaire's theorem. So I will simplify further. So I will draw a plus mark and show the forces as they are acting. Here, look at here. So this is CG of a circle. When this force passes through CG, it has to be shown downwards, which is 100 Newton. Now RA, when it passes through the CG, it has to be shown. Now it is in third quadrant. When it passes through CG, it has to be shown in first quadrant, and it is RA, which is making an angle 30 degree. Now RB, when this RA passes through the CG, it has to be shown. Now it is in third quadrant, fourth quadrant. When it passes through the CG, it has to be shown in second quadrant, which is RB, and the angle made by this RB is 60 degree. Now look at here. I can now at a particular point we have three number of forces in which two are unknown, one is known. I can easily apply the Lemaire's theorem. So let us try to apply the Lemaire's theorem. First, write known force divide by sine of angle between the opposite two forces. Okay, now the thing is that I need the remaining angles that has to be calculated. In the first quadrant, if it is making an angle 30 degree, the remaining angle is 60 degree. Similarly, in the second quadrant, when it is making an angle 60, what is the remaining angle? One quadrant is of 90, so it is 30. It is 90, and this is 90. Okay, now apply the Lemaire's theorem. I have taken 100 Newton, which is a known force. For this 100 Newton force, the opposite two forces are RA and RB. The angle between these two forces is 30 and 60. So total is 60 or 30, and which is 90. Okay, now next I will take RA divided by sine of angle between the opposite two forces. When I consider RA, the opposite two forces are 100 and RB. What is the angle between these two? 90 plus 60, which is sine of 90 plus 60, which is 150. Similarly, when I consider RB divided by sine of, now I have taken RB, the opposite two forces are 100 and RA. What is the angle between these two? 90 plus 30. So just add 90 plus 30. Okay. Now this is the Lemaire's equation. Now we'll use first two to calculate RA. RA is equal to 100 into sine of 150 divided by sine of 90, which equals to 150. So it sounds to be 50 Newton. Now compare first and last. So when you compare first and last, RB is equal to 100 into sine of 120 divided by sine of 90, which is equal to 86.60 Newton. This is the answer. This is how we need to calculate the